Welcome all. Today I am presenting one story behind the much loved and well celebrated festival that is Raksha Bandhan. Raksha means safety and Bandhan means bond. The festival Raksha Bandhan symbolizes the unbreakable bond between the brother and a sister. It is being celebrated since ages. This festival is celebrated on the full moon day. This day, sister tie sacred threads on the wrist of their brothers, wishing good health and long life to them. And brothers, in return, promise to take care of their sisters and give them also a written gift. But the question comes that when was the first Rakhi ever tied? How tradition even began? Do you know all the legends and the history that cemented the belief in this festival? So let's get started from one mythological story, and that is all about goddess Lakshmi and the king Bali. Millions of years ago, the demon King Bali, grandson of legendary Prahlad, had waged a war against all the forces in the universe. He was a staunch devotee of the Lord Vishnu, and with his blessings, he had managed to conquer the whole universe, the earth, the heaven, and the netherland. The defeated gods in heaven, particularly Lord Indra, were naturally not pleased with what had happened. Not knowing how to get the better of Lord Bali, they all went to Lord Vishnu to ask for his blessings and help. Then Lord Vishnu took his fifth avatar as Vamana in order to suppress the arrogance, vanity, and pride of Emperor Bali and to restore the glory, power, and authority of Lord Indra over the heaven, who had lost his power and kingdom to King Bali. Lord Vishnu in this avatar was known as Vaman because he was dwarf in form at the beginning. He grew to a huge size while suppressing the king Bali and conquered the world with just 3 paces of his. Lord Vaman went to King Mahabali and asked for 3 steps of land measured by the foot as charity. And then Bali promised to give 3 paces of land as charity measured by C. Vaman's foot. Then Lord Vaman covered everything in just 2 steps. The first step, he covered the whole world, and then from his second foot he covered the heaven. Then he asked King Bali, where should I put the third step? King Bali was perplexed. How could he keep his promise? Then King Bali offered his own head. At that time, all the pride and vanity of Mahabali had vanished, and he had no hesitation in surrendering before the Supreme Lord. Lord Vaman immediately placed his third pace on the head of Bali and sent him to the nether world. Lord Vishnu was very pleased with the kindness of Bali and his commitment to keep his word. By his full surrender, He has proven to be my true devotee. Bali had given away all his kingdom and his own head to Lord Vishnu in order to keep his promise. So, Vishnu wanted to know from him that what he wanted in return for this generosity. Then Bali simply said, I just want a constant company of yours, my lord. I want to spend my whole life devoted to you. Although Lord Vishnu was very pleased with this kind of request, and so first he returned Patal Lok and made him a ruler of Patal Lok. Then Lord Vishnu decided to keep watch over Bali. He assured him that he would always protect his by becoming a doorkeeper and a guard of Bali's kingdom. But due to this, Lord Vishnu's wife, goddess Lakshmi, she started missing him in Vaikunth. She wanted to stay with her husband in Vaikunth. Days passed, then Narad Muni came and gave a solution to come out from this situation. Then goddess Lakshmi went to Bali's kingdom. She approached Bali and sought his protection, and telling him that her husband was away for a few days and she needed a place to stay. Then on the day of full moon, she tied a cotton thread on Bali's wrist and made him his brother. Bali was touched by his gesture. Then he asked his sister what she wanted from him in return as a gift. Then goddess Lakshmi, she said she wanted her husband back. Bali was puzzled due to this. Was it her husband away? Then she revealed her true form as goddess and how her husband was kept as a doorkeeper in his kingdom. Bali was more than happy to have Lord Vishnu return with Lakshmi to their abode, Vaikunth. But Bali insisted that they must keep visiting. So, it is said that the first thread that goddess Lakshmi tied on Bali's wrist was the first RAKSHABANDHAN, and that is how the tradition of Rakhi started. Thank you all. I hope you all have enjoyed this story.